right, so good morning, everyone. Here is our first Zoom class for the year. Still in the heart of the COVID pandemic, so a lot of people are feeling, you know, that they've lost a bit of conditioning, and that's pretty typical. So what we'll do is a bit of a return to activity class. We'll make it a little bit gentler, so to speak. So we'll still get a workout in, but we won't try and be too aggressive. Let's say. So we'll just do a bit more of a warm up, a bit more mobility, and just try and get our heart rate up a little bit, but we won't go as full on as we would normally do. So you probably just need your band today and maybe a chair. Very good. So let's begin. All right. So what we want to start with is just some gentle warm ups. So just rolling those shoulders, lifting them up and turning them around. You can turn your body a little bit more. And I want you to really get the idea of scanning your body for tight spots, sore spots, stiff spots. Often after the break, even when there is no COVID, even before all that, often people feel a bit stiff and sore. So don't try and get into it too much. Keep going with that. Sorry, I'll just mute the background noise for us so that it doesn't come up in the recording. So just doing some backstroke. You can have your arms right up if you've got the mobility, or you can sort of just a little bit out and a bit of a circle, just to see where you want to go. And just forward and back. Really stretch out those shoulder blades, so it's pressing out this way. That's it. Nice and gentle, just feel your way through it. And just opening up this way. Good. And I'll just do some kind of like these kind of circular movements. You can come up as high as you want to. And we'll just do some of our scarecrows or windmills, whatever you want to call it. Just warming up your back. All right, so hands on your hips, and we're just going to do some gentle neck movements. Always be fairly gentle when you're approaching neck movements. And then just turn. All right, and I'm going to press out, fingers up, hands outstretched like so, and just do some gentle circles. If that's too heavy for you, you can do it a little bit lower, just depending on what sensations you're feeling. A bit of a shake. And again, so push out, little circles. All right, and let's just do those kind of around the clock. Try and keep your elbow fairly still and your hand is sort of close to your body. So it's just really working that elbow and the forearm. Other side. You might have noticed a few stiff and sore spots as you've gone around. Okay, and then just your wrists now. Try and let your wrist do the movement and not your elbows, if you can. Good. Fingers. Excellent. All right. So let's do the lower half now. So start with your feet comfortably apart, and we're going to just do our hip circles, just rolling your hips around in a big circle. Nice and slow and accentuated. If there's areas that are causing you pain, just back off. And then the other way around. Good. Feet together. Let's do the knee circles. All the way around. Good. Let's just do that kind of super glue walking, so your feet don't really come off the ground, but you're just trying to get some more movement in your toes. So if you can see this way, it's just your toes moving. It's really just trying to get your feet going. Good. And then just standing on one leg, let's see if we can get on the screen, but standing on one leg and just doing some ankle circles. So you're combining balance with a bit of a joint warm up. All the way around. Excellent. Other side. Good, well done. So what we might do now is get into some gentle kind of balance and foot warm-ups, and we'll finish up after we've done all that sort of stuff with more of our strength stuff. Just so you feel like you can get a workout done, but you don't feel too trained. So this should be fairly easy, designed to be an easy workout, so that you feel like, yep, I did something, I've ticked that off, I've got back into it, but I'm not going to deplete my energy too much. So the first one is just going to be our tightrope walking. So just walk towards your screen and try and just get a nice smooth left to right, right to left. You can have your hands out for balance if you need to, or on your hips if you want to challenge your balance a bit better. I'm just trying to go heel to toe as you go forward and toe to heel as you go backwards. If you feel, you can look down just so you can get the technique. Or if you want to challenge yourself, look forward without looking at your feet. I'll make it a little bit trickier. All right, now, you know how we do it. We do the little the penguin waddles and the duck walk. So we're just going to have our feet turned in. And then come backwards. You're trying to really accentuate the foot movements. I try and imagine I'm walking on a giant sponge and you're trying to wring the water out with your feet. Yeah? And that just sort of activates all those little muscles in your feet that help with balance and stability. So you should feel some work happening in your shins, the side of your shins, the inside of your shins, as well as your feet. All right, now we're going to turn our feet out this way. back the other way. You may even feel it up in the hips too, if you start really accentuating it, which is a good thing. All right, good. Now we're going to do heel walks. So walking on our heels as we go forward. And then we're going to walk on our toes backwards. So heels forward and toes backwards. They can be as small steps as you need them to be. Try and keep your pelvis sort of stable, and toes backwards. Good, well done, well done. All right, what we'll do now is a little bit of balance work. Oh, that was a little bit of balance work again, but we'll progress that. So I want you to, let's do our pelvic lift. So this is where we stand on one leg and we hitch up the other side. So our knees are straight, but we're kind of like hitching up our pelvis over the other side. So you should feel it in the hip of the leg that's actually on the ground. And the other leg only comes off the ground by a couple of inches or so. It's not like a big movement. You probably feel it in your back on this side as well. That's where we want to feel it. Good. And then swap over sides. Great little movement to start sort of strengthening up this muscle. It's good. Often people who end up with bursitis in their hips can benefit from activating these type of muscles. So if that's you, that can be a really good one when you develop some endurance here. Okay. If you're after a little bit more gung-ho in terms of the exercise classes, be patient. There's a few people that have emailed me going, just easy, please. So we'll just make it easier for those of you who need a little bit of a warm up into it. If you're a bit more gung-ho and you've got more energy, you know what to do. You can go a bit harder. All right, good. What we're going to do now is a similar thing. We're going to do a reach with our foot. So we're going to stand on the left leg, but we're going to reach forward and back with our leg. Okay. You're not moving your pelvis, you're just trying to keep your foot low to the ground and reach as far forward as you can. Good. And then we're going to do the same thing, but reach out the side. But notice that the pelvis doesn't really move, it's just the leg. And then start out, I'm just going to come forward a bit. Start out in front and do kind of like a semicircle, but don't let the pelvis move. So imagine your foot's at like a pencil and it's drawing a semicircle on the ground. And that might help you to get the movement. You might want to, hands on the chair or a wall if you need to, or if you're feeling particularly balanced, you can try it without holding on at all. Okay, let's go on the other side now. So forward and back. Then out to the side. And the semicircles. Keep the wall, sorry about that. Good. All right. So you probably feel a little bit of work in those muscles there. So just try and loosen up a little bit. Okay, let's practice our single leg standing now. I like to do this as a bit of a stalk stand. So let's see. Try, maybe time yourself. See if you can get up to as close to 30 seconds as you can. All right, let's begin. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Well done if you got there. A couple of people are like, oh, I only lasted a second. No worry, just keep trying. We have days like this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Good. How did you go? Hope you went all right. All right. So grab your chair, just for a bit of balance. You may not need it if you've got good balance, but we'll have it just in case. We're going to do the leg out to the side and then back. You might want to have fingertip support. If you feel like you don't need to, totally fine. But I want you to do it nice and slowly, up as high as you can, and then back down again. But try not to move the top half of your body very much. And try and keep the foot facing forward. So this is hard because we've slowed it down. Good. And now we're going to do 5 fast ones and short ones. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, actually 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 10 short ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Pretty good. Now, you're going to face your chair. We're going to do a similar thing, but back behind you. So you can bend your leg a little bit. We're going to go 1, 2, 3. So you should be feeling it kind of in the glute muscle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 10 fast short ones. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Excellent. Good. Have a quick rest. And then we're going to do similar but in front. So we're going to do a slow knee lift. So this will challenge your balance. So it's going to be slow knee lift as high as you can, and then just a little bit of a pulse. So slow knee lift, high as you can, and then just a bit of a pulse at the end. Now when you do the pulse, Try not to lean back. Try and do it with your actual muscles. Up here, here, here. Keep this leg straight. You'll feel it. Good. Excellent. Other side. And a little bit of a pulse. You can get that last few inches out of the movement if you do that. Just give it a bit of a. Excellent. Well done. Well done. You can pop the chair away. All right. So grab your bands now. We'll do a little bit of strength. We'll do a very general workout just so you can get from top to toe, but without too much energy. Okay, so the first one is our little motorbike one. So start like so and pull the band apart back down to your chest. Take your time if you haven't got your band right next to you. Don't rush. I'm just going to do about 15. If you're getting back into it, you might want to go down a band that you're usually used to, just to let your muscles get back into it. Just get an idea of where, I want you to just get an idea of where you're at today, to be honest. Sometimes the fastest way, in my opinion, of getting to where you need to be is to slow down a bit. Often people go out too hard and they end up hurting themselves, and it unfortunately slows them down. Okay, so we're going to go out. Keep your hands nice and close to your body. So here, see how it's like here? I'm not out there doing it, right? I'm here doing it like that. Makes the movement a bit safer. Now hold it out there, and we're just going to do some slow rotations. Don't hurt yourself with any of these. Good. Excellent. Give you a bit of a shake out. All right, so flick the band across. So hopefully, if you've been doing this with us for a little while, which I think most of you have, you'll start you should be going, oh yeah, I remember this one. I remember that. I think we've only had about 3 weeks off, but it feels like longer, doesn't it? Good. Okay, just be careful with this one. Just stand on the band. Stand on the band. And we're going to shrug your shoulders. So you need to have enough tension on the band when you do this. So it's working out those muscles. And just shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Good. All right, then we're going to do one arm at a time. So you're going to put stand on the band on one side now. This hand on your hip, this hand sort of just a very slight bend, but the palm's facing down. So you're just going to lift up like so. Good. Then hold the band about halfway down, elbow in at your side. And we're just going to do our curls. Good. Same thing, but we're going to go onto the other side now. So slight bend in your elbow, palm facing down, and just lifting it up. Try and keep everything else still, so your neck and your back and shoulders are fairly still. You might find you can only go to there. That's all right, no worries at all. Try and do the movement with your arm rather than your elbow like that. So it's just your whole arm is kind of like a rigid rod, and it's just the whole thing is lifting up, if that makes sense. Good. This way. Excellent. Excellent. All right. We're going to do the milk for cow one. So put the band across your opposite shoulder. This one about halfway down, and you're just going to straighten your arm. So from the side, it's just my lower foot, my forearm moving. You're not kind of doing that. It's just your elbows fixed, and you're just straightening out like so. Good. Other side. So cross your arm across your body, your hands on your shoulder, opposite shoulder, elbows at your side, and you're just going to straighten down. Good. All right, so you can put your band away. And we're just going to do some either squats or sit to stand. So if you want to do a sit to stand from a chair, if you need that security or support, feel free to do this with a chair. Otherwise, you can do it freestanding like I'm doing. And we'll just try and do as best we can up to about 15 squats. The nice wide base of support. You can have your feet slightly turned out if you need to. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down and up. Down and up. Just come down as far as you feel comfortable. And you're going to bring your bottom is going to move backwards. Right? So keep your chest up and your bottom comes down. And your knees stay fairly stable. Don't let them sort of bow out or collapse inwards. Try and keep them more or less stable. There you go, there's our 15, well done. All right, so this next one, grab a chair again. And we'll just do our calf muscles. So again, feet comfortably apart, knees straight. We're just going to come up onto the ball of our feet, lift our heels up. Good. Good. Okay, good. All right. We'll just do a little bit of light cardio now, and then we're almost done. So just go at your own pace, but we're going to do some kind of step up and overs. So lift your knee up and then sort of like an arc. Yeah. All right. And then just nice big arms. And then we're going to go the steps with our skaters. So step to the side and tap behind. This takes a bit of coordination the first time you do it. So you're stepping to the side, and you might want to just get your legs started first. So step to the side, step behind, and once your legs start going, you can kind of put your arms either side. You're crouching a little bit, keeping your chest up. You can go faster than me if you want. You can even leap across if you feel confident. Good. And then we're just going to do our cross-country skiing. Good, and then big marches. Good. A little bit of jogging on the spot, or fast walking if you can't do that. And then little punches from side to side, little bobs and punches. That's it. Good. All right, we'll warm down now. So much the same as we did for warm up, we'll just open up our chest. So today, yeah, we've just pretty much tried to get back into it without overdoing it. So hopefully you felt like you could keep up at a level that was not hard, but just not too light either, but just to get into your body again and remember what it was like. And as we go along, we'll increase up again. It won't take you long to get back into it. And there's some people, you know, who might have experienced COVID themselves recently, and they're cleared and they're starting to slowly get back into it. You can obviously be dealing with a little bit of fatigue, so don't push yourself too hard. It's good to get into your body, but just take it easy if that's you. Good. And just the hip circles. All the way around. Good. And then we'll just try and reach up and down. Keep your chest down, don't let it sort of rise up with you, just keep it fairly fixed. Good, well done. So well done for today. Feel free to do it again later when it's up on YouTube.